The decision is final. United States Space Command Headquarters is moving. It will leave its temporary home in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Its new permanent location will be Huntsville, Alabama. This move ends a very long and heated debate. The fight for the headquarters involved many states and politicians. It crossed two different presidential administrations. The announcement came directly from the Pentagon, settling years of uncertainty and political maneuvering. For the military, this decision marks a pivotal moment. It sets the course for the future of America's defense operations in the final frontier. This is not just a simple relocation of an office, it's actually a strategic realignment with far-reaching consequences for national security and the communities involved. The news was a huge deal for everyone watching. In Alabama, leaders celebrated a major victory. In Colorado, however, the mood was very different. The headquarters is a big prize. Huntsville, Alabama, did not win this prize by accident. The city has a long and storied history with America's space efforts. It is known as the Rocket City for a reason. This is where the Saturn V rocket, which took astronauts to the moon, was developed. The city is home to NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center and the Army's Redstone Arsenal. This deep-rooted connection to space and defense created a powerful argument for locating Space Command there. The Air Force's official selection process ranked Huntsville as the top choice based on a number of objective factors. One of the biggest reasons given by officials was cost. Moving to and operating in Huntsville was projected to be significantly cheaper than in Colorado Springs. This included lower construction costs for building the permanent headquarters, and a lower overall cost of living for the personnel who would be stationed there. Beyond cost, the quality of the workforce in Huntsville was a key selling point. The city boasts one of the highest concentrations of engineers and technical professionals in the country. Space Command requires highly specialized staff with expertise in areas like astrophysics. This co-location, officials argued, would foster better collaboration and integration, enhancing the effectiveness of Space Command's mission by embedding it within a community that lives and breathes aerospace and defense every single day. The decision to move Space Command was fraught with intense political debate from the very beginning. When President Donald Trump announced in the final days of his administration that Huntsville would be the new home, Democrats immediately cried foul. They accused him of making a purely political choice to reward a state that had strongly supported him. Colorado officials, including the state's Democratic governor and congressional delegation, were outraged. Alabama's congressional delegation, led by Republican Senator Richard Shelby, lobbied relentlessly for Huntsville. They highlighted the city's technical merits. They framed the selection as the result of a fair and objective process. They argued that Colorado Springs was already the center of military space operations. They pointed to the state's vast aerospace and defense industry, who warned that moving the command would be disruptive and risky. The timeline of this debate shows just how prolonged and contentious it was. The Biden administration then initiated its own review, which put the final move on hold for more than 2 years. This long period of uncertainty created frustration in both states and left the command in a state of limbo. The final announcement in 2023 was meant to end this chapter and allow the military to move forward with a clear plan. One of the most serious concerns raised by opponents of the move was the potential impact on military readiness. Critics warned uprooting the headquarters and forcing relocation would cause significant disruption. This could create a window of vulnerability with growing threats from China and threats from Russia. Civilian workforce had put down roots in Colorado Springs. Contractor workforce had put down roots in Colorado Springs. Many staff were not expected to move to Alabama. A Pentagon report estimated up to 85% personnel loss if relocated. Rebuilding that specialized workforce would take years, leaving the command understaffed and less effective in the interim. Proponents said there might be short-term disruption, but long-term benefits would be greater. They argued the workforce could be rebuilt locally and synergies would enhance the mission. Air Force leadership concluded the risks could be managed and said a deliberate, planned transition would mitigate risks. The plan called for a phased relocation over several years to ensure continuity of operations. The challenge now: execute flawlessly, prove capability won't drop, and keep a vigilant watch over the space domain during the move. With the final decision made, the focus now shifts to what happens next. The immediate future is likely to involve legal challenges. The immediate future is likely to involve political challenges. Officials from Colorado have not ruled out filing a lawsuit to block the move. Huntsville is preparing for a major influx of people and investment. The move is expected to bring thousands of military and civilian personnel. It will also bring their families to the region. This will boost the local economy, it will drive demand for housing, it will create new opportunities for local businesses. In contrast, Colorado Springs faces losing a major federal tenant. The move itself will be a massive logistical undertaking for the Department of Defense. It means relocating highly sensitive equipment, it means relocating secure communication networks, it means relocating a workforce of over 1,400 people. The Pentagon must develop a detailed, multi-year transition plan. That plan must ensure no interruption to Space Command's critical mission. The first personnel and functions will likely begin moving in the coming years. By selecting Huntsville, the Pentagon signaled where it sees the center of gravity for national security space. The headquarters may be moving, but the mission remains the same: to ensure peace and security in the final frontier.